What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at fetchai. Fetchai is currently really just consolidating. It's not doing much for the past 2 or 3 days. The entire crypto market has obviously seen a slight dump, and ever since then we've been in this sort of no man's land for fetch. We have this really good support area right here from anywhere, $1.05 all the way to $1.33, which we have yet tapped into. And then we have this slightly weaker support right here, which it's currently nearly trading at. So it really is this battle between this support and this support. If this support isn't strong enough, then hopefully we can dump down to this support where we can accumulate a lot more fetch. Or if the market does decide to go up, a lot of the market is dependent right now on Bitcoin severely, simply because Bitcoin is at this support zone right here, this white box, and we've barely tapped into it here. But if we were able to just fully tap into it here and maybe even get a wick down to 86,000, clear out all of those people entering early longs, and again just build off of this prior price action, then the market could get a lot stronger. So it's sort of a case where the market gets weaker before it gets stronger. But for altcoins that would look quite different. For Bitcoin, maybe that's like a 5% dip at most, whereas for altcoins like fetch, this would be like a 30% dip. So yeah, it's quite severe. But regardless, that move needs to be done, and if it's not, then there needs to be some sort of major catalyst, which a major catalyst is coming up in 2 weeks, or 9 days to be exact. We have President Donald Trump coming into office, which is right here on the 20th of January. Here you can see on the 6th of November, which is roughly when Trump was announced and elected as president. The price action that caused, we essentially went from 68,000 all the way up to 108,000. Now I think this should also spark some sort of bullish momentum, and for altcoins that should look quite similar also. Now again, we've been talking about fetch for a lot of videos, and in the past we were talking about accumulating right here where we were actually in this level. So if you were buying at this level, then you would currently be up roughly 70%, which is not bad. During the peak you're up nearly 200%. And if you weren't able to get in there, then I'd highly recommend that you join the Discord down below, because there we're sending out daily futures trades and spot trades so that you don't miss out on any of these moves, and that you're making sure that you're profiting the absolute maximum during this bull run. So make sure you join up down below. It's like $20 a week or $60 a month, so it's priced really cheap, so everyone can be included. Now what are we looking to do for fetch during this week, and what trades are we really looking for? So the primary trade is obviously going to be off of this support zone. Now this would be just a slight entry, because again we already entered a big position from here, and we've been entering in the past as well. So this was our main position entry, so we don't need to enter double the size of what we entered here, because this is a much better entry. It's 70% difference. So if we enter with $1,000, we're getting $700 less worth of fetch, which is not what we want to do. So essentially we're going to be setting some sort of orders here, buy orders to be exact, not long orders though, because as we said previously, the market can still dump. It is still quite vulnerable, so we don't want to enter any longs and face the risk of getting stopped out, or even worse, liquidated. Now after that, targets, again, depends whether you want a shorter term trade or a longer term trade. If you think that there's a better coin out there, for example, maybe you think Sui is a better coin that's performing really well, Render, XRP, if you think those coins or any other coin can perform really well during the next part of the bull run, then what you can do is enter a quick position, maybe wait till 70% profit here, wait till the high, sell, and then obviously just transition that money into the other altcoin. That is definitely a possible scenario. Another thing you can do if you want to hold longer term is just wait until the market continues moving up. So you can try and sell here at the all-time high, $3.50 for nearly 200% profit, or you can start to go into price discovery, where fetch.ai really should go, because even during the 2024 period when AI was getting hyped up, fetch still wasn't as established, because fetch creates AI agents, and right now AI agents are slowly become more known. A lot of people are talking about them, and it's not retail investors or really your everyday person that's talking about them. It is billionaire entrepreneurs, CEOs of HubSpot and other major companies that are now starting to implement not only AI agents but also to invest in AI agents. So I think that will help fetch perform really well during 2025, and that's when you can start targeting your 300% profit, maybe even 10x from here, which would be $13, which still doesn't seem like a lot for fetch.ai. Now another key thing we need to take a look at is obviously Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin dominance is currently slightly trending up. If we go on the weekly technically it's obviously now in this sort of newly found downtrend. However, we need to break past this low right here in order for it to continue really going down, and until that happens, then we won't really get that alt season. But that does allow us time to actually invest now whilst altcoins are still slightly down. Obviously Sui is practically at its all-time high, XRP is still very close to its all-time high, but other coins like Render, for example, that's down quite tremendously. You know, Fetch again down quite tremendously, API3 down quite tremendously. A lot of these coins are down significantly, so you can still get in at a good price whilst Bitcoin dominance is in this sort of unknown territory. And when it actually does flip, because eventually it has to, you know, for the proper bull run to begin and altcoins to flourish, that's when you can start to look to sell off. You know, once we're actually trading like below $2,300, I think that would be a good time for Bitcoin dominance, or for you to start selling off altcoins, as Bitcoin dominance, you know, has started that major crash, and you don't want to be left holding the bag. Like here, for example, we saw a little crash and then we pumped straight back up, so that's not what you want to, for example, buy altcoins when we're like at here and then not sell when we're here, and instead you have to sell when we're here because you're strapped for cash. So that's a key thing you don't want to do. Now back to Fetch. Again, there's only two real main buying targets, you know, this white box and this yellow box. I'm not targeting the green box at all because it's so far away that, you know, there really has to be a severe market crash for that to occur. And if that does occur, then again, you can just buy more at this level. The way I always teach my members in the Discord to accumulate and buy spot is to always preserve capital for a much lower entry. So you're never entering a position with 100% capital. You're always going to be leaving at least, you know, 25% in case of a sudden severe crash down to like 85 cents, for example, on Fetch. That way, if it does crash, you're able to enter with 25% here, and your average entry is going to get brought down severely. So that will allow you to essentially sell much lower and still retain a profit. So thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Again, if you want to be getting trades sent to you every single day, then check out the Discord down below. If you need a place to buy, sell, or trade any cryptocurrency for the lowest fees and the best sign-up rewards, check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.